Hey, welcome to my journey. Today we're going to talk about protein. We've talked about it on my weigh-ins because y'all know I am not getting the protein. If you're new, I had gastric bypass like 3 years ago, something like that. Weight loss surgery. And like I said last week, protein is supposed to be my best friend. It's not even hardly an acquaintance anymore, much less a best friend. That's what I'm supposed to eat. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not giving up carbs. I've got see, this is what gets me. The way I've been eating is just regular eating, just not much of it. And I was losing weight and losing weight and losing weight. And all of a sudden, it just stopped. It's like somebody said, okay, sounds like a plateau. But for a month, that's too much. I even gained a time or two during this past month. I've stayed the same. I don't like it. And I know I'm not getting the right protein. They always say you have your bypass. If you don't eat the protein, you're not going to lose the weight. I don't know how many times I've heard that. But y'all know I have this aversion to a lot of the proteins, especially chicken. I had those pork chops. I don't even want pork chops now. I don't even want pork chops now. I'll eat beef, but I can't make beef every day. And so I've been thinking about it, and I was sitting over there, and I was like, I've got to do something about my protein intake. So I made a Food Line order because they had some things there that Walmart's didn't have, and Walmart's had some things that Food Line didn't have. So while they were working on my order at Food Line, I went to Walmart's, and I've got my stuff here. I was going to show you what I'm going to start with. Like I said, I'll still just cook a regular supper. I'm not going to change supper. I'm not going off the deep end. I have a problem sometimes of just jumping in head first. And my husband's over there listening. He's probably holding back the laughs because he knows me. I'll just jump in head first, and then whatever happens, happens. So I'm not going like it's all protein all the time. I'm still going to have to eat something I can maintain the rest of my life. And if you think I'm going without carbs the rest of my life, you'd be sadly mistaken, because it's not going to happen. I've got to have something I can sustain. I've been on all the diets, all the restriction diets. That's why I finally opted for weight loss surgery, because I just couldn't maintain them. I could maintain them for a while, and then I couldn't anymore. So I can maintain and sustain something where I can have a little bit of anything I want. But I think if I put my protein first to fill my belly, I won't do so much grazing, because that's kind of the way I'm eating. I'm not eating a nice full meal like I should. And when I do make a chicken or something at supper, I don't even eat it. I eat the side dishes. And so I don't think that's doing myself any favors. So I'm starting to do I guess a protein reset, just to kind of get myself back on track. Like me and Dave were talking, he said sometimes you just need to reset your body. So I'm thinking that's what I got to do. And I've picked up some things. I've got some things here that I can use too, but I picked up some things that I think I can work with. So first of all, we all know eggs. Eggs are a good source of protein. Let's see, does it say on here how much? I think from my memory, one egg is either 6 or 7 grams of protein, because I remember doing on my pre-op diet. So I'm gonna do some eggs. And I used to eat cottage cheese. I used to love cottage cheese. And then it got to where, I don't like cottage cheese. I'm going to doctor it. This, well, not that. I'll show that with my yogurt. I have pineapples already in the refrigerator, little pineapple tidbits that I got to put in salad. So I'm going to put pineapple, honey, anything like that to doctor up this cottage cheese so I could eat it. Now, David, he says there ain't no doctoring you can do to make him eat it. So I don't have to worry about him sharing this, that is for sure. But for protein, this says a half a cup has 13 grams of protein. Now, I'm not reading sodium, I'm not reading fat, I'm not reading sugar, I'm reading protein. I'm not doing a bodybuilding macros situation. It's like I've said it before, we talked about it today, me and David did. My nutritionist, dietitian, I don't know what she was at Duke, she told me, she said, if the only way you'll eat broccoli is to put cheese on it, then you put cheese on that broccoli as long as you eat that broccoli. So I always keep that in the back of my mind. Could I get, this is, let's see, 4%. Could I have got 2%? I could have, but I know I don't like the flavor of that. And they even talking about now, whole milk is good for you, which is fine because that's what I drink. I like whole milk. We've had skim milk for so long because that's what David drinks. And I drank it for years and years and years and years. And I'm like, I'm tired of this. I want my whole milk. I want to feel some milk in my mouth. Not that, as RJ calls, cow water. That's what he calls skim milk, cow water. So I got the regular 4% cottage cheese because I want to have it something that I can eat. I don't want to gag on it. So 13 grams for half a cup. That's real good. Now this is where I'm going to really have to do some doctoring. I didn't want fat-free, but you can't really find a Greek yogurt that is full fat. I couldn't find one. And vanilla. I can find regular yogurt that was vanilla and full fat, but it's not the protein that you get from the Greek. I ordered Chobani, but they didn't have it, so I said it was okay to substitute Food Line. So this is Greek non-fat yogurt, vanilla, and that's what I wanted. I wanted vanilla because I'm going to doctor it. This says 3/4 of a cup. Check this out. It has 15 grams of protein. This is what I'm going to doctor it up with. I had this already, this powdered peanut butter. I used to use it back in the day, and I haven't used it in a very, 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 very long time. But listen to this. 2 tablespoons of this powdered peanut butter has 8 grams of protein. 8 grams! So if I throw a couple tablespoons, even if I just throw in one, that's 4 grams to add to 15 grams. That's 19 grams in a little bowl of yogurt. And I'll show you what else I got. I got this to go in my granola. Now, we found this way back in the day. It says Nature's Path Organic Pumpkin Seed and Flax Granola. It's delicious. They didn't have, the website said they had a single box, but I couldn't find it, so I had to get this. Hold on a minute.
Stop.
Okay. Alexa was piping in to tell me something. Oh, it's time to thaw meat. Listen, speaking of thawing meat, I didn't cook supper Friday night like I was going to. Tater dumplings, fried weenies, and something else. So we're having that tonight. So see, that's what I'm telling you. I'm not going so strict on myself. I'm going during the day, breakfast, lunch, snack, whatever. I'm going to try to get that protein in and still have just a regular, like Slim Fast will say, a sensible supper. But I'll try to eat my protein at supper. But anyway, and David likes this on his yogurt too. So it comes in a 2 bags, so I don't have to worry about it being such a big bunch that'll go to the waste. But this is a good.
It is good. And you know how hard I am to please.
You heard him. He said, you know how hard he is to please when it comes to yogurt, so he does like this granola. And I don't think it's very high in protein. Oh, well, it's not bad. Well, I wouldn't use 3/4 of a cup. So 3/4 of a cup has 6 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. But this is one of those things that, and I know it's got seeds and stuff in it, so those have benefits on their own. Flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, those kind of things. They have benefits on their own. Haven't looked them up, don't know. That's here or there in the, and I think they might have protein in them too. So this is not a high protein cereal. This is something to make yogurt go down easier. Also, I bought some bananas. I'm going to slice some bananas in with my peanut butter yogurt, put some honey on it. I'm going to drizzle some honey on it every time. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to drizzle some honey on it. Then, they had fresh hot rotisserie chickens at Walmart's this morning. This is Sunday morning and I'm doing this. Early this morning, they had it like at 9:30, something like that. I can eat a rotisserie chicken. Like baked chicken. Oh, oatmeal. He's pointing out, don't forget about the oatmeal. Oatmeal has good protein. We asked Alexa, and I can't remember what she said. How much did she, don't walk there, you ain't got no clothes on.
Half cup was like 8 grams.
Was it? Something like that. 6 to 8 grams for half a cup of oatmeal, something like that, I think. I don't know. So instead of loading it up with all the sugar, maybe I can add some powdered peanut butter to that, or some banana, a little bit of sugar. I'm not going to eat oatmeal without sugar like David does. That's disgusting. I'll not eat it. The sugar is just going to be taking one for the team, just so I can eat some oatmeal, you know? So that's a good source of protein. But the rotisserie chicken, I can eat rotisserie chicken because it's got such a flavor in it. It's not a gamey chicken flavor. It's got a good flavor. Like when I make chicken, bake it in the oven or whatever, I don't want it. I just don't want it, and I don't eat it. But I'm going to, when I get off of here, I'm going to eat me a chicken leg because I'm about to starve. And I'm going to pick the meat off, and I'm going to use it for salads. Maybe even a sandwich if I want one, or a chicken salad, I don't know, but I'm going to pick all the meat off and put it in the refrigerator. And if I make a salad, then I'm going to have some protein to go on it. So that is what the rotisserie chicken is for. Now, these, I I didn't know they sold the bread at Walmart's. I was walking just to look and see what they had. This is, now it's not high protein. Let's see. 4 grams of protein in one slice. Well, that's good. If you eat a sandwich, that's 8 grams of protein. But this is low carb. This is the sweet oat soft white bread. I used to just get the buttery white bread. I don't know if I remember seeing this. It's really soft. They had a protein bread. It was a bigger slice, but in my mind, because it's called a protein bread, it was going to have a protein flavor. So I didn't get it. But this has 9 carbs, 7 fibers, 1 sugar alcohol, so 1 net carb. And I'm going to finish off. I got Wonder Bread in the cabinet. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to finish it off. But I got this too because I got these things. So this I already had. And I keep not eating them. So way back in the day, I've been on every eating thing you can think of. And we went like vegetarian one time. Like, well, let's try that. It's supposed to be healthy for you. Well, that ain't going to last because we're meat eaters. But we used to eat these Morningstar Farms products. And I'll tell you, for something that ain't meat, they're good. They really are. These are the Griller's Original Burgers. Look at that. 16 grams of protein in one. And they're good. Just make you a burger, put you some lettuce, maybe if that's what you want on it, onion, whatever. So, excuse me just a minute. Sorry about that. I'm talking so much, my throat's getting dry. So, I've got to remember to eat these. But what I did buy today was these original chicken patties, and it says they have 9 grams of protein. So, I think I can eat chicken. You see how it's spelled? C-H-I-K apostrophe N. It's chicken. But I know I can eat these because I've eaten them in the past. Well, it's been many years, so I'm sure they're probably still good because the brand's still around. I thought I had ordered some chicken nuggets, but I got a note that said my little pepperoni puff things were out of stock, and I didn't even order those, so I'm not sure what that was about. But then I also ordered these. They're corn dogs. They're good. I've had them before. This has been many, many, many years, but this has, let's see, this says they're vegan. I guess this is vegan food. I'm not going vegan. I'm just trying to get protein in me in a way that is palatable to me. That is the name of the game. Let's see. Okay, 1 corn dog has 6 grams of protein. So, I like a corn dog. You'll get, let's see, I wonder how many carbs. 24 carbs. So, it's high in carbs. Which, like I said, I'm not fooling with carbs and sodium and sugar, which I'm not going out of my way to gob down on it. I'm just saying, if it's something on the side that helps the protein go down when I'm so averted to it, if that's even a word, then that's what it is. So I looked up in my folder from when I had the surgery. I couldn't remember how much protein they said to have. They want me to have 70 grams of protein a day. That's a lot of protein. That is a lot of protein. So if I'm going to do a protein reset, you can see why I had to buy some foods, because what I have in this house ain't going to cut it. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to go over there and fry me up some little chicken breasts or bake me up some little chicken breasts and eat them. Okay, so I was watching, you know when you do one little search, then all of a sudden every social thing you're on gives you something about that search. I searched protein foods, which I know what they are, but I wanted to see if there was anything new that sparked my interest. Then I go to YouTube, and I'm all of a sudden getting these low-calorie, high-protein diets. So I was watching this one guy, big muscle-bound guy. You know, he works with people. He teaches them how to lose weight and buff up and all this and that, women, men, all of it. So he was going to do a low-calorie, high-protein shop at Food Line, Aldi's. The very first thing he did was went over to the chicken aisle and said he incorporates 2 or 3 servings of chicken in his day. I told David, I said, turn him off right there and then. I didn't even listen to what else the man had to say. It probably could have been something I could have used. But if his main thing is for you to eat that kind of chicken, I can't do it. There's just something about me and chicken. It's just, and now it's me and pork. Unless it's barbecue, because that don't taste like pork. That tastes like barbecue. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Already this morning we had breakfast tacos. It was a little kit we got at Walmart's, Dollar Tree. It was just eggs, and I had bought some of the Morningstar Farms because David stays away from pork, you know. He likes sausage, but he's tired of that turkey sausage. He's eaten it so much. So I found the little original, and they have maple flavored sausage patties in the Morningstar Farms. I said, well, I'm going to get that to put in our breakfast taco as the meat. It's good, wasn't it, honey?
Oh, it's really good.
It is very good. A nice texture. It was textured just like a piece of sausage. I cut it up, fried it a little bit, and cut it up in little small pieces, and fried a little bit more, and just scrambled it in with my eggs, and put it on a tortilla. And it came with some green sauce, which was good. The cheese, the squeezed cheese, was like a nacho cheese. It was not good. So I tasted it first. I told David, I said, don't put that on here. He just put regular, shredded cheese.
Good,
yeah, the green sauce was good. But I don't know. I didn't look. I don't know how much protein was in it, but I know it was eggs and it was protein from the plant-based sausage. So, like I said, I'm not going plant-based. I'm not going vegetarian. I'm not going vegan. I'm just trying to find a way to get protein in my body that I can stand to eat. And these are some things that I'm going to work with and see what I can do. And then we're going to see whether the scale moves this week or not. I mean, if I'm eating protein today and I weigh Thursday, is that going to be time enough to be like, oh, okay, you lost weight because you ate your protein? If it is, if it is. If it ain't, it ain't. But I know I've got to do one thing. I've got to go and do what I'm supposed to do after having the surgery because I just ain't done it. So that's where we are. Protein reset. If you need to do a reset, do it. I've said before, if you're stalled out, if you have to go back to the very first diet you ever did that worked, and I do call them a diet. If you change the way you want to eat is a diet. That's the way I feel about it. What I've been eating is not a diet because I'm eating whatever I want. It's just the quantities of it are not as much as it used to be. Unless I don't get full with protein, then I can eat sooner than if I had filled my stomach up with like actual food. Pasta fills me up too. Pasta really sits hard on my stomach. But if you have to go back to reset on the very first thing that ever worked for you, like I used to go back and reset on Simply Feeling a lot because it worked for me. It worked for me really well. And then something happened, went on vacation or something, I got off of it and then I had a hard time. But I would go back to it every now and then, even though Weight Watchers got rid of it, I kept my own notes and my own stuff and I would go back to it and do it. So if there's something you need to reset, do whatever works for you the first time and see if maybe you can find a new love for it. I'm going to try to find a new love for protein. I really am. I had to when I did my pre-op, and after surgery, I didn't have a choice. But I'm not drinking protein drinks. I'm not buying protein powder. I've had so much of that stuff. The thoughts of the taste of it makes me sick. I've still got some protein chips in there that I've had forever. Maybe I'll break them out and if I want a snack and have those. They're not the best because I don't like the texture of them too bad. They're kind of a funny texture. The flavor's not bad. It's those Quest protein chips. The flavor's not bad, but the texture of them was kind of weird. But I do have those in there that I should actually eat probably, keep from wasting them. But no protein shakes, no protein hacks. The biggest hack you're going to be is doctoring up some yogurt and doctoring up some cottage cheese, and that is not a hack. That is just making a dish that you can eat. So there's going to be no like protein puddings with protein shakes. I'm not going to do any of that because just the thoughts of it gags me. I went through enough of that. Enough. So, anyway, that's where I am today. And wish me luck. I think I can eat everything I got. It looks like I can. If I can get through the cottage cheese and the yogurt, then I'll be making progress. So, wish me luck on my protein reset. If you need to reset, do it on whatever you need to do it on. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you when I see you.